With a first-of-its-kind music festival planned for this week, Daytrotter is making its mark in the industry. While it's been around for 10 years, many of us don't really know what Daytrotter is.
KWQC's Morgan OTA is behind the scenes showing us how this local music studio is putting the Quad Cities on the map.
The whining of the guitar, the thumping of the bass conspiring with the steady beat of the drums. Now mixing in the vocal melody.
That's what I'm dreaming, this killer ass dream.
With about 1,600 Facebook likes and a little more than 300 followers on Twitter, this band is still trying to make its mark in the music world. So this band called Keeps is using this Daytrotter studio session in Davenport to help reach its goals.
Every single band started off playing for 5 people. U2, Adele, everybody that you can think of started somewhere.
Sean Moeller is the founder of Daytrotter. He started the online music website 10 years ago.
A lot of these bands, if they're 22, 23 years old, we were doing this before they had their first band.
Actually, the front men of Keeps were in junior high at the time Daytrotter went online, and they were listening.
We didn't know each other until about 3 years ago, but I think just both separately we were listening to Daytrotter. And when we got together, we got to do one. It's just surreal.
For listeners, this is how Daytrotter works. You go to the website, you can either pick a random session or you can search for one. I searched for Keeps, then all you have to do is press play.
The basics of Daytrotter have kind of remained the same, since the very beginning. We just try and do really quality work. Really we're a pretty uncomplicated sort of thing.
A lot of the bands on the website, many of us have never heard of. They're emerging bands like Keeps. And Moeller says that's the point.
Who doesn't really like hearing somebody and kind of being knocked back a little bit and be like, what was that?
He's trying to prevent people from getting stuck in a musical rut, refusing to listen to something or someone that they've never heard of.
I think it just limits the quality of your life. Music is so just encompassing in all of our lives, whether we really realize it or not.
So that's been Moeller's goal for the past decade, helping new bands create new music and keeping listeners inspired.
I don't think that there's another city in the Midwest that has as vibrant of a music scene as the Quad Cities right now.
And the nation is noticing Daytrotter. The attention is putting our area on the map.
And there are bands all over the country and all over the world that are being recorded and heard all over the world. And the epicenter of that is here in downtown Davenport and in the Quad Cities, and that's really exciting.
Kyle Carter with the Downtown Partnership says Daytrotter is moving our community with an already rich music history into modern day.
This is that it factor that you can't just invent. It has to organically happen, and we're really fortunate that something like this came out of our region and we can lay claim to it.
With a luminary like Daytrotter putting its stake in our community, Carter says the door is open to infinite opportunities.
The music industry can drive business, and I think that's a really important distinction to make.
Hopefully our success leads to more restaurants in downtown, more retail places in downtown, more reasons for people to just be here.
But I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't mind.
And now with a new studio and stage in downtown Davenport,
I think that we have a chance to make the Quad Cities the music capital of the Midwest.
In Davenport, I'm KWQC's Morgan OTA.
The unprecedented music festival called Daytrotter Downs starts this week. There's a kickoff party tomorrow night. The festival itself runs Thursday through Saturday. Dozens of bands are playing at venues like Daytrotter in downtown Davenport, the Adler Theater, and the Village Theater. For more on how to see a show, you can head to our website, KWQC.